Hello to everyone, this is part 3 from the video series about the preparation for my next motorcycle trip. In this episode I'm going to talk about tools and spare parts. I'm going to show you what I have, where I keep it, everything you need to know. Stay with me. Welcome back. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Pavel and I'm a motorcycle traveler. In this channel I usually upload anything related to long motorcycle trips, so you might consider subscribing. As you noticed already, I lost my voice. Actually, last week I completely lost it for one day, so I cannot talk at all. But now at least I have some, but it's me. Don't worry, it's me. So as I said, in this episode I'm going to talk about spare parts and tools. This is very, very important, especially when you have old motorcycle like me. So my bike at the moment got more than 142,000 kilometers. So anything could happen and I want to be prepared. It doesn't mean that all the tools I'm going to show you today, they will fix any problems. No, but at least they will give me the chance to fix some of the problems that I might have. You have to know that if you have a really big and a major problem, you can't fix it on the road. You need garage anyway. But for small things, you can react and you can continue riding. During the years, I met many people on the road, and some of them are carrying way too much. To have 10 or 15 kilograms of tools is just not real. You don't need that much, and actually the tools you need are the numbers you have on your motorcycle. This is very, very important to check the numbers and carry exactly what you need. For example, now guys, in my set of tools I have exactly the numbers that I might need, which is mean I cannot fix someone else's bike unless the bike got the same numbers as mine. I don't carry any additional or pointless tools. I have only the numbers I need. This will give me the chance to minimize the luggage and have as less as possible kilograms, because the weight always matters. In my situation, for my type of trips and my motorcycle, I carry around 5 kilograms altogether spare parts and tools. As I told you in the last video, on the bike I've got around 2 kilograms, the most necessary tools, and they always stay in the bike. I keep it in 2 plastic boxes like this one here, and this tube on the top, and also this small bag. The reason I always keep it on the bike, because I want to have it every time when I jump to ride. For example, you can keep everything in your saddlebag or in your panniers, but what about if you go just for half an hour somewhere near your city and you have a small problem which require a very simple tools and you don't have it? So you need to call a friend or you need to call assistance just for something that you can fix very easy if you have a basic tools. That's why I always keep it on the bike. And the second reason is I don't need to worry about it in my saddlebag. So I know what is going to be in my saddlebag, and these parts are not there. Let me show you what I have inside. The first is this box here. Many people ask me where it comes from, where to buy it and stuff like that. This is actually the original stock toolbox for Yamaha XT660Z, the old model from 80s. So I got it from eBay many years ago, and I keep it because it's, for me, it's just make a perfect sense. So I attach it here to the passenger packs with some bolts. It's nothing, I just improvise. I just need to keep it here all the time to have it anytime I need. And it has a simple bolt lock here on the top. So when I remove it, inside are all of the tools I need to remove the wheel. I'm going to show you what I have exactly when we go inside. The next is this simple bag here. It's nothing special, it's from Moto Detail. I found it in one of the local shops, but you can improvise with any bag. I keep it here with this free attachable Velcro strap, so you can fix it very easy almost anywhere if you want, on your tile or on your crash guards if you have one. And inside I keep everything to fix the puncture, and the good point is that it stays here. My saddlebag go on the top, so it is always there. I don't even notice it, but it's worked for me perfectly. Alright, as I told you, here I keep all the tools I need to remove the wheels, front and rear. Also I have a tire levers and the rest of the tools that I might need to work on this. Here, as I told you, I keep like patches and air pump or compressor or something like that. The rest of the items I'm gonna need to fix a puncture. And here in this toolbox are the rest of the tools I might need. So it is a simple toolbox. You can buy it from everywhere, include from my Amazon shop. I have a link in the description down below. And usually it's come with this, it has this handles here, so you can attach it with bolts or with zip ties or whatever it's work for you. The reason I attach it this way with this metal bars here is because it's more stable. Previously, in the last few years, I've got big zip ties, not actually zip ties, it was like a metal bracket here, but from vibrations and from bumps all the time, one of these is just cut off. So that's why now I mounted more seriously with this aluminum bolts here, so I don't think that this will break. But inside I have all the tools that I might need on the road. So let me show you, this is just Allen keys. The reason I have it in this is, first is because I don't want to have this knocking noise all the time, and secondly, the glove I'm gonna need it anyway. And inside I have this simple set, customized exactly what I need. That's everything I carry here, guys, around 2 kilograms as I told you, 2 sets and Allen keys. Let's go back to the studio to show you with more details what I have inside. Alright guys, heating is a big deal, isn't it? When it's nice, quiet and warm, it's just wonderful. Okay, I will start with this leather set. Here inside I keep everything I need to remove the wheels and eventually to fix a puncture. As you can see, it is worn out from a long time. And the reason I never change it is because, to be honest guys, I don't care. As long as it's keep everything I need inside, it's alright. I'm not a fashion guru, I'm just a motorcycle rider. As I said, it's nothing special. You can see what it is. Very simple, basic. What I have inside are 2 brake levers, very small, 1 universal key, this one, for different numbers if I don't have it with the rest of the tools. This is number 22, which I use for my front and the rear wheel as well. Another 1 brake lever, altogether 3. A small screwdriver and this pipe. Alright, let me show you. Now you can see that the brake levers are not that big, and you can see, yeah, but you don't have power to use if you need to remove the rear wheel, for example. But what I use is this pipe here. I just put it in. Now I have a longer arm if I need to have more pressure. You see how big it is? I can also use it here with this lever. I use it for my rear wheel or front wheel axle if I have to unscrew. So in this situation I have a minimum tools and minimum weight, but they work, or actually they do exactly the same job as anything else. The reason I have this universal is because some of the numbers I have it on my additional tools, but it's like a spare tool, spare key if I need to tie something with both hands or something like that. So that's everything I need to remove the wheel from the bike, front, rear, or even remove the tire from the wheel. And these are the rest of the tools, Allen keys and anything else. I don't need to explain you this for what it is. Everybody know, an extension. It's a pile or grinder. I don't know what exactly is the name of this. Use it if you need to pile something, polish something, or even remove the pin of the chain. That's why I keep it with me. These are all the sockets. Let me remove it from here. I keep it in this zip tie, but this zip tie is a little bit different. You can untouch it from here and open it, and then close it again. It's like a multitask. And all the numbers, screwdriver, so this is 10, this is 8, and all the numbers that I might need on the road. Exactly the numbers that I have on my motorcycle, nothing else. Let me remove everything, include some dust from, I guess from Ireland, whatever. So that's everything. Only the tools I need. The reason I have red duct tape to each one. It's because when you work with someone on the bikes next on the road, for example, and you always share your tools, so give me 10, give me 8, I need 12, I need 13, whatever, it's all good. I am not worried that I'm gonna lose my tools, but the point is that when we finish, I want to take my tools back. It's not because someone else's tools might not be quality or whatever, it's just because these are the numbers I need, and I want to recognize it in the mess we possibly will create, and then put it back, because when you're on the road and when you miss, for example, 10, it might stop you. You might need to ask for additional help if you don't have 10. That's why I want to recognize my tools, and when we finish, put it back in the position they have to stay. This is the next and actually the final bag, and this is the heaviest part. It's around 3 kilograms, a little bit less than 3 kilograms. And the reason I keep it in this waterproof bag is because it's just more convenient for me to remove it from the saddlebag if I need it. Let me open it and show you what I have inside. Alright, I will start with the obvious things, like these are my spare tubes, 17-inch and 21-inch. In the case I have a puncture and I cannot fix it. So this is the first. This actually is a small fixer of the leaking forks, and you actually do is just with this, you put it underneath of your dust seals and you can clean it. I have another one, dust seal mate. I'm gonna show you this later in one of the boxes. These are just straps, elastic straps. I keep it in the case some of the straps of my saddlebag cut, or I lose it or damage it, whatever. So then I have two boxes here. This is a very simple box. Usually our wives use it to keep the food inside in the fridge. I found a different purpose anyway. So first, these are bolts and nuts. I don't need to explain you for what. For anything I need, I have a lot of numbers, a lot of different variations. Have a look now. They're all connected, bolt and nuts and washers and stuff like that. So everything is already tested. All the bolts or spare bolts I might need on the bike are here in this bag. The rest, these two bags here, these two small bags, it's actually my chain breaker. These are this is the actual chain breaker, and these are the different sets, the different options for different type of chains. I prefer to keep it with me. I might never need it, but it's not that heavy, so I prefer to have it. So in this box here, it's without cover, because if I have the cover I cannot close the box. This is a gasket for my clutch, but before that let me remove this one. So this is the gasket for my clutch. The reason I keep it like that is because I don't want to bend it, and when I just twist it like that, I keep it in the same undamaged shape, and when I need it I can just remove it and put it on the bike and use it without having this cut edges already. Inside I have some parts of some glue, fast glue, and yeah, as I told you, I don't put the hat, because if I put the hat I cannot close the back. This is a seal made. This is another one, plastic tool, the one I showed you earlier, the red one, this one. With this you actually remove the dust from the seal, and this is exactly the same. You install this very gently between the dust seal and the fork, and you can remove the dust, and it could save you a lot of money for changing the fork seals. And inside here are my clutch plates. This is very, very important, especially if you go on a long trip, especially if you plan to have off-road sand. You never know, you can easily burn your clutch plates, and this is a spare I always keep with me. And this is what I call my electric box. I added recently to my luggage, because when I went to my trip to Mongolia on the first day, actually I need to start a day later because I have a electric program circuit in my motorcycle, and since then I always carry all of this. It's actually very good bike. I don't know for what it's designed, but it's worked very good for me. It has these two different compartments, and here you can see I have two spark plugs. I have fuses here, all the fuses that I might need. I have two long cables around 2 meters and something. I have these separators. I have multi-set, duct tape, and double weight tape. This is actually a very simple thing here. This one, these are magnets. So you never know when you're gonna need magnets. When you drop something on the bike or whatever, I can just attach it at the end of a screwdriver and use it. I have a lot of connectors like this in the case I need, and this is a relay regulator or voltage regulator for my bike. I always keep it with me. Some zip ties and some additional small stuff, usually light stuff. So all of this will give me the chance to fix, or at least to try to fix, a small electric problem. The reason I carry a multi-set with me, because it could help with many things, for example circuit or many other things, and because it's weight almost nothing and it's got everything in this bag, that's why I prefer to have it. And yeah, and this actually is the last item I got. It's here on the small bag I showed you earlier on the top of the motorcycle, and inside I keep everything I need to fix a puncture and few more small items. Alright, let me show you this first. So here inside are patches, glue, everything I need to fix the tire. And this small spray actually it's full with soap water, so it's very nice because actually I can spray my tire and remove it easier if I need it. And this is something different. This is a extension pipe with valve. This one I used to change the oil of my motorcycle without removing the draining bolt all the time. This I show you in some of the videos, and this set here actually is something that I'm gonna show you in the later stage when I show you all the modifications on the bike. But these are jump cables. I connect it easily to a connector on the bike because of this, and just if I don't have power, I can connect it to another bike or car or whatever and start my bike, and I don't need to remove the seat, disconnect or connect the battery or worry about it. So all of this stuff stay on this small bike I showed you earlier, and it's always on the bike in the case I need it. The tools I just showed you are always the same, and it doesn't matter how long the trip is going to be, 1 week, 1 month or 2 or 3 months, it doesn't matter, because the bike is the same. You need the same tools. With the spare parts it's a little bit different. They need to be customized regarding to the trip. If you plan to have just 1 week around Europe, it's fine. You don't need to carry clutch plates or chain breaker or something like that. The reason I have it with me now, even that I'm traveling around Europe, it's because my clutch plates, the last time when I changed it was on 70,000 kilometers, which means 70,000 kilometers ago, and they might finish at any time, especially if I have difficult rides like mud or some off-road or especially sand. And that's why I prefer to have it with me on this trip, because of the age of my bike and the kilometers I've got on it. It's the same with the chain breaker. I might need it, I might not need it, but it's very critical to have it when you need it. But if I plan, and if you plan a long, especially off-road or sands trip outside of Europe, definitely always take a clutch plates with you. They can save you a lot of problems. There are a number of people who burn their clutch in the middle of nowhere and they stuck, and it's actually a very simple procedure. You can make it by yourself. So on the side of everything I just showed you, I'm gonna have a spare brake pad for the front and rear wheel. The reason I did not show it to you now is because I ordered it and they are still not here, and small air compressor that size, but both the brake pads and the compressor, they're not gonna add a significant weight changes, so it's all together around 5 kilograms. And now guys, because you watched the entire video, I'm gonna give you one very special advice. Unfortunately, because of the limitations I've got with the English language, I won't be able to tell you exactly what I mean, but I hope you're gonna get it. For me, the perfect set of spare parts and tools, it's not the one that is so full that you cannot add anything else inside. No, it is the one that is so squeezed, so narrow, so polished that you cannot remove anything else out. This is the perfect set for me. The topic of the next week video is going to be my tank bag and my camera gear. So don't forget to subscribe and see you next time. Ciao.